Queen Elizabeth II's beloved first cousin is to release his memoirs next summer, in the midst of Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Prince Edward, the Duke of Kent, is to offer unique insights into life as a working royal and behind the scenes of the world's most celebrated family in a book called A Royal Life, the publisher said. The memoir is the result of a series of conversations with royal biographer Hugo Vickers. The book is expected to include never-before-seen photographs from the 85-year-old Duke's own collection. The memoir is to focus on the most important moments and themes of the Queen's life and 70-year reign, publisher Hodder Stoughton, Limited also said. The full blurb for the memoirs shared by the publisher highlights how the Duke has been at the Queen's side through some of the most important royal events of the past 7 decades. It read, "The Duke has been involved in all key royal events through his life. After the early death of his father, he walked in the procession behind the King's coffin in 1952 and he paid homage to his cousin, the new Queen, at the coronation in 1953. Prince Edward is one of the 4 cousins of the Queen included among the 11 working members of the firm." The Duke's memoirs will be published in July 2022, just a few months before another much-anticipated royal memoir is expected to be released. Prince Harry announced via his organization Archewell in July he is penning his definitive account of the experiences, adventures, losses, and life lessons that have helped shape him. This book will cover the Duke of Sussex's life from childhood to fatherhood. It is expected to also shed a light on Harry's decade in the military and 2 tours in Afghanistan and his private life with his wife Meghan and children Archie Harrison and Lilibet Diana. Speaking about the book, the Duke said, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful." The memoir is to be published by Penguin Random House in print and digital format as well as released in audiobook. Archewell announced its tentative release is expected for late 2022. Prince Harry will be donating proceeds from the sales to charity. The Duke of Kent and the Duke of Sussex aren't the first members of the royal family to put pen to paper. Both the Duke and Duchess of Windsor recounted their life stories in 2 different memoirs. Royal fans erupt into fear following news of Prince Harry possibly taking Prince William's place in line for the British throne. For those unversed, this fear started making rounds of the internet after Queen Elizabeth decreed that Prince William will no longer be allowed to fly together with his family due to safety concerns. Despite no longer being a working royal, the explosion in searches for Prince Harry King suggests that his popularity is undiminished, with many people considering an alternate universe with him as king. A separate source also weighed in with an insight into the Queen's reaction and admitted, Her Majesty has told close friends and courtiers that she would like William to stop flying himself, particularly in bad weather, as helicopters are not the safest form of transport. It keeps the Queen awake at night and she is understandably very worried. She knows William is a capable pilot but does not think it is worth the risk for all 5 of them to carry on flying together and can't imagine what would happen. It would spark a constitutional crisis.